Hey guys, it's Lizzie from Little House and Homestead, and as you can see, we are getting a lot of snow today. So I thought what a perfect day it would be to get into my Garden Savvy Hortisketch app and start to lay out my garden. I have my seeds growing downstairs. I did a video on that last week. So this is the perfect day to just kind of sit inside with a cup of coffee and figure out my garden layout. But what I am gonna try to do out here in the snow today is attempt to get a measurement of my garden. I have it set up in Hortisketch already when I was playing around, but I don't think it's an exact measurement, and I want to make sure that I have this organized as well as I can because I have a lot of seeds downstairs. A lot of them are going to be going into pots. And I just need to be a lot more organized so when that time comes, I have a plan and I know exactly what I'm doing. But first, I'm gonna get back inside and I'm gonna get a little head start on dinner. So for dinner tonight, I'm going to be making round roast. We got this from a local farmer. Okay, and what I did was I dried the meat, and what I'm gonna do is take some of this fat off. And I'm going to season this with a little salt and pepper, and then I'll leave it out at room temperature for about an hour. I will have this full recipe up on my blog at littlehouseandhomestead.com if you want to check that out. So measuring my garden, this isn't obviously the most ideal time, but it's just another excuse to kind of get outside. If you haven't seen this, this is where my garden is. My garlic is all in through here, and I need to measure this whole space. I didn't bring my gloves, but I got my phone to kind of jot down the measurements so I don't forget again. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if this will make it into the video. All right, so we got 24 feet long. So I know it's kind of hard to see what's going on here, but I have little blueberry bushes that I planted here last year. And I have a whole row behind that I was gonna plant blueberry bushes. But I think since these are so small right now, I just wanna measure the space behind. Just in case I need extra room, that's an option for me. So we'll see what that is. So I got 2x8 space right there. And then this area is another area of a little extra space I have. I have asparagus growing right here. I just did some seeds of asparagus. Those will probably take about 4 years to harvest, but I would like to kind of keep that all together. But on this side over here, this is my grapes. This side over here is where we did Swiss chard and spinach last year. So I'm just gonna measure that because I have that growing from seed and see how much I can fit in this space because I really just kind of threw it in there. Maybe I could have fit more, maybe I fit too much last time. This way we do things as accurate as we can this season for the best harvest. Of course I grabbed the broken tape measure. We have so many and I grabbed the broken one. 1 by 8.5. So there's a whole bunch of space that I'm gonna kind of figure out this season. You can see my deck up there. I want to do a lot of planters up there, so I'll have a lot of my maybe some herbs, some vegetables like peas, whatever grows well in pots. I haven't gotten that far yet, but a lot of them will be going up on the deck. And then we also have space. We have a whole gravel area. I'm working on my rose garden over there, and that area gets a lot of sun. It's all gravel, so we don't really want to put too many beds over there, but we do have a lot of sun. I'm thinking about doing something close to the house and then something that can almost trellis up onto our deck. I think that would look really pretty, maybe a little too ambitious, but we will see. So I actually decided real quick, Kyle's working today, so I figured I can help him out. He's gonna pull the snowblower out later, but we're gonna need to get out by the woodshed, so I thought I'd really quickly help him out a bit and shovel some of the stairs. Can't forget the hot tub. Alright guys, so I'm just going to sign into my Garden Savvy account and open up Hortisketch. I basically already have my entire property layout here, my home, my hot tub, patio area, a couple flowers, my woodshed, I have my chicken coop over here. A little bit more down here, I have my elderberry bushes, my fig tree, my raspberry and blackberry bushes, my whole front yard, and this is my garden. This is what we're going to focus on today. This is an exact measurement. I went ahead and measured my garden earlier. I have my garlic on the side, my strawberries over here. As you can see, it has all the information. These are my grapes. They're just a little too big, so we're gonna make those a little smaller, but here's the garden. You have all your features. So you add your fence, you can put in the measurements and start scrolling to see the vegetables that you want to add into your garden. So for here, I have cucumber, and you can easily just stretch it out to get the right amount, and on your right side you will see the quantity, the rows, and how many plants per row. You can also just type it in right there. So you can really kind of play around and adjust it to how you want it laid out in your garden and see what is going to work best for you. So right there looks pretty good, nice and snug. I'm going to go ahead and look for the next vegetable that I'm going to be adding, which will be my peas. And I'm going to just do the same thing. I'm just going to stretch it till I see about the number of peas or the quantity of peas that I'm looking to grow. So I have 16 in here, and they'll fit perfectly right in that spot. Grab some tomatoes. I'll do the same thing. Next, I'm going to grab some of my peppers, and we plan on planting a lot of peppers this year, so I think most of our garden will take up peppers. So I have about 28. I absolutely love how I can just shuffle things around, super easy. Next, I'm going to add some of my broccoli. We love our beans, so of course we're going to add our beans in. I'm going to find the perfect spot for them. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a few more things in here. Make it easy, you can zoom in and zoom out as much as you need. Next, I'm going to switch it up and move over to my little area where my blueberry bushes are. Above that, I measured before the area where I might plant some onions. So you can really go around your entire property and really plan everything to the detail, or you can just kind of get a rough idea from the layout, but get really detailed with your garden, which is what I did. Hortisketch makes it super easy to plan your garden, which is why I decided to team up with them, and I was able to get my viewers a discount using the code Homesteading5. So if this is something that you think might be useful, to go on to Garden Savvy, click Hortisketch, and at payment, Homesteading5. It's super easy just to look up the suppliers. You can look up plant information, certain vegetable, like I chose carrots because I don't really know how to plant them well. And everything's right at your fingertips with Hortisketch. You can find so many great resources for really anything you need. And if you want to talk to other gardeners, you can also head over to the community page. It is pretty active, and there's a lot of gardeners on there just sharing their gardens, tips, asking questions. Just a great little social platform for like-minded people. And that's it. You have your garden manager, you have Hortisketch, and it's as simple as that, guys. So that's what I used. That's what I will be using for my garden this year. We have?
Like 6 inches.
How many inches?
6.